Nikon Nikkor Z 24-120mm f4s review. In comparison to other DSLRs, one of the main benefits of the Z system is its small size and lightweight, which makes it ideal for travel and everyday use. Additionally, having a flexible lens that can adapt to different subjects makes it even better. Previously, those who were looking for something with these features would either pick the Nikkor Z 24-70mm f4s lens or opt for the pricier and bigger Nikkor 24-70mm f2.8s lens. Until now, full-frame users wanting a longer focal length had to choose between the large, bulky, and heavy Nikkor Z 70-200mm f2.8 VR lens or the all-rounder super zoom Nikkor 24-200mm f4 6.3 VR lens, which does not have the same build quality and clarity as the S lenses, despite being a credible choice. The Nikkor Z 24-120mm f4s lens is a great choice for travelers who want both a broad focal length and fixed aperture with superior image quality and a moderately sized form factor. It's not much more than the 24-70mm f4 and almost half the cost of the 24-70mm f2.8, which makes it an affordable option. The 24-120mm lens has 16 elements across 13 groups, which includes 3 extra low dispersion elements and 1 aspherical LED element, plus 3 aspherical elements for correcting distortions. The LED components help reduce chromatic aberrations and the aspherical ones serve to keep their size and weight low. Nikon integrated nanocrystal and arneo coatings as well as a fluorine coating on the front element to reduce ghosting, glare, dirt, and other particles. While Nikon bills this lens as weather-resistant, users should avoid using it in torrential rain as water or dust resistance situations can't be guaranteed. The aperture is formed by 9 diaphragm blades, and the added advantage of this lens is its constant f4 maximum aperture covering the entire focal range. Intended to enhance and sharpen quickly, there are 2 autofocusing systems in this model. The lens also has an internal focus, meaning that the front element doesn't spin when focusing, helpful if using a graduated or polarizing filter. On that note, the 24-120mm has a 77mm filter thread size, likewise as some other Z lenses. For instance, the Nikkor Z 100-400mm f4.5 to 5.6 VRS and the Nikkor Z 70-200mm f2.8 VRS, as well as some f-mount DSLR lenses have. With a closest focusing distance of 0.35mm and maintained throughout all zoom positions. The lens may be suitable for close-up work, though, with a maximum magnification ratio of 0.39x, it can't technically be considered macro. As opposed to the 24-200mm lens, the 24-120mm does not include vibration reduction. This should not be a major issue as the full-frame Nikon Z cameras were made with image stabilization in mind. However, this would make it an awful match for APS-C Z50 and CFC cameras that do not have in-body stabilization. Although the 24-200mm lens offers a longer maximum focal length, you could go for the 120mm lens and reap the benefits of shooting in the DX format, effectively boosting it to nearly 180mm, just be aware that you'll lose some resolution. As the 24-120mm lens is part of Nikon's advanced S-series line, one would expect a sharp performance. Fortunately, this is exactly what we get, with image clarity visible in all focal lengths and across the frame. There is some softness when used at the minimum aperture of f22, which is to be expected. In general, images produced by this lens are attractive and it is suitable for various kinds of scenes such as landscape, portrait, and even close-up work. Areas that are out of focus show smooth bokeh with the f4 maximum aperture enough to create shallow depth effects in some scenarios. Full-frame cameras like the Z series are ideal for travelers and everyday needs, making a lightweight and multi-purpose lens essential for many photographers. With a 24-120mm focal length, average photographers are able to take photos of a broad range of subjects while traveling, such as landscapes, portraits, and even certain wildlife when in DX crop mode. Before, the options for the Z mount weren't great if you wanted a lens to do it all, since the 24-70mm f4 didn't give much telephoto capability. while 24 to 200mm was an S-series lens and delivered relatively lower quality results. The 24 to 70mm f2.8 is excellent but pricey. All in all, the 24 to 120mm is an ideal compromise lens that offers great performance at a cost-effective price point. If you're traveling and want minimal gear, this would be your best bet either as a single lens or with a wide aperture prime lens accompanying it.